It was a gentle autumn morning, with rusty leaves dancing lightly on the breeze, and the sun's rays slowly warming the earth. Lucy, a beagle with soft fur and big floppy ears, proudly wore her pink collar, trotting joyfully through the park alongside her owner, who had taken her out for a walk. Everywhere they went, Lucy's nose was working overtime, sniffing everything in sight. The air was full of fascinating autumn scents: wet leaves, rich earth, the faint aroma of pine, and even a distant whiff of a squirrel that had scampered by earlier. Her world was alive with smells, and each one told a story. As she leaped among the fallen leaves, Lucy's nose led her to something glistening under an old oak tree. Curiously, she approached and discovered a small, perfectly round acorn, which seemed like the exact toy she had been hoping to find. With a quick movement, she grabbed it in her mouth and began tossing it into the air, watching it fall among the leaves only to catch it again. It wasn't long before Lucy's playful antics with the acorn caught the attention of a few passers-by. A couple of children nearby began to giggle as they watched her toss the acorn up into the air, catching it mid-bounce and chasing it in joyous circles. Lucy, always eager to entertain, noticed them too and gave an extra leap, almost like she was putting on a show. Her owner laughed softly, amused by how the little beagle had managed to create a moment of happiness for everyone in the park. For Lucy, the park wasn't just a place to walk, it was a stage, and today she was the star. As Lucy dashed through the rustling leaves once more, she suddenly froze in place, her nose twitching furiously. She had caught a new scent, something fresh and intriguing. Her snout hovered close to the ground, tracing a trail hidden beneath the scattered leaves. It led her to a patch of freshly turned soil, where a squirrel had buried a nut. Lucy sniffed with great concentration, momentarily forgetting her acorn. Her owner smiled knowingly, giving her a moment to explore. For Lucy, the park wasn't just a world of sights and sounds, it was an entire universe of scents, each one as important as the next, painting a vivid picture that only her beagle nose could fully understand. After indulging her curiosity, Lucy quickly returned to her game, finding the acorn where she had left it. She snatched it up and flopped down contentedly under the oak tree, her eyes sparkling with satisfaction. The breeze carried the earthy scents of autumn all around her, and for Lucy it was as if everything, sights, sounds, and smells, had come together in perfect harmony. The park, peaceful until then, began to come alive around her. Birds chirped from the tree branches, and the leaves danced around Lucy as if they too wanted to join the fun. In a magical moment, the acorn she had tossed into the air seemed to float a little longer, and the leaves sparkled in the sunlight like tiny fireflies. Lucy raced after the acorn, her little paws crunching through the golden leaves. In her mind, the acorn had become a magical treasure, and she was its guardian. Every jump, every toss filled her with glee, while her owner watched her with a fond smile, knowing that this was Lucy's happiest time of the year. At one point, Lucy paused, out of breath, but with a playful smile still on her snout. She sat down under the oak tree, holding the acorn between her paws, her pink collar gleaming in the sunlight, and took a deep breath, savoring the comforting scents of autumn. The falling leaves continued their dance, and it seemed like the whole park had turned into a fairy tale world just for her, where even a simple acorn could spark the most joyful adventure. Her owner sat down beside her, gently rubbing her back. Lucy closed her eyes for a moment, feeling the wind ruffle her ears, and knew that autumn was her favorite season, the season of enchanted acorns, endless smells, and dancing leaves.